how to make more income. Don't talk about it, be about it. So yes, you can keep buying the Starbucks coffee. You're gonna have to look in the mirror and be realistic with yourself. The income that you bring in, guess what? It doesn't exist. How to achieve your financial goals in 2024. Let's talk about it. First thing first is you're going to have to budget. I don't care if you're someone who thinks you don't need to budget. I don't care if you don't think budgeting is going to help you. If you are serious about reaching your financial goals, the hard-earned money that you make, you need to know where it's going. You need to know what bill is going on, if it's going into savings, if it's going into debt, or if it's not being accounted for. You need to know. And the responsible thing to do is to get a budget. I know. I don't need a budget. Budgeting is not worth it. If you work hard, you're going to want to know where your money goes. And yes, you can make a mental note. Visually seeing it, it makes it more realistic and it makes you really look at what you're doing with your money. So budgeting is key. It's not only going to allow you to see where your money is going, you get to assign your dollar to every single category: bills, savings, debt, miscellaneous, fast food, eating out, spur of the moments. You get to categorize what you're doing with your money, and that can determine whether you just need to save or whether you just don't make enough money and you need to make more money. And I'm not talking about the $5, $6, $7 coffees from Starbucks. I'm talking about spur of the moment purchases, and you have no discipline. A budget is going to be your first line of discipline when it comes to your finances, because if you're someone who doesn't want to do it, it's going to take discipline for you to get it done. Then we're going to go into whether you make enough money to reach your financial goals, whatever they are. You want to save money to buy a house, you want to save money to buy a new car, you want to pay off debt. Whatever your financial goals are, you have to determine whether you make enough money right now in order to reach these goals. If you don't, guess what? You got to figure out how to make some more money. It's not about cutting back. It's not about taking away those $5, $6, $7 Starbucks coffees. It's about, how am I going to make more money? I'm not that person. $7 is not going to get you to your financial goal. So yes, you can keep buying the Starbucks coffee, but you got to figure out a way to bring in some more income. Whatever skills you have, whether you need to change your career, whether you need to get a certification, if you need to ask for a raise, or if you need to be an entrepreneur, open your own business, if that's a goal of yours. That's not something that you just have to do to make more money. There are side hustles these days: Uber, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Lyft, sell a digital product, help somebody move, or whatever it is that you can bring in some more income. That is what you need to focus on, because if you don't make enough money, you're not going to reach your financial goals. And that's just the hard truth. People are going to tell you, oh, you need to cut back, you need to cut this bill, you need to change this, you don't need to eat out, you don't need to do this. But these are the things that you're doing because you either enjoy doing them or you feel like you work hard, you should be able to do them. So without quitting the things that you enjoy or like to do, let's say just live life, you have to figure out a way to bring in some more income. Now, if you're not able to, if you don't have any extra skills, if you're not able to change careers and ask for a raise at work to bring in some more income, then you're probably going to have to take away, and you're going to have to cut back, and you're going to have to see what are priorities in your life and what are not. And that's going to be on you. That's going to be a hard task. It's going to take discipline. You're going to have to get rid of the things that you probably enjoy doing. And if that's not something you want to do, then you're going to have to figure out how to make more income. Myself included, I have these big financial goals, but on the income that I bring in right now, it's impossible for me to meet every single goal. I want to pay off debt. I want to save for a new car. I'm not going to be able to do it on the income that I have right now, especially with the inflation that we are dealing with today. It's just not possible. And I have to be realistic with myself. You're going to have to look in the mirror and be realistic with yourself. So once we figured out how we're going to bring in more income to our household, the income that you bring in, guess what? It doesn't exist. Treat it like it doesn't exist, because if you didn't take the time to find out where you can get more income, you would just go on about your day. You would just go on with your regular salary, your regular job, doing your regular thing. So any additional money that comes into your household is not extra money. That money is assigned to your financial goals solely. It's not for you to go out and party at the bar. It's not for you to go out and buy a new pair of shoes. You said you had financial goals, and therefore all of that extra income that you're getting needs to go towards those financial goals. Don't even treat it like extra income. Treat it like it's non-existent. Anytime it comes in, it goes straight to that debt payment. Anytime it comes in, it goes straight to savings. It doesn't exist in your everyday normal world. And I know that's hard, because it's like, oh, I got an extra $1,000. Oh, I can do this, I can do this. Sometimes we make extra money and we already have it in our mind what we're going to spend our money on. All of those goals, all of those financial ideas and goals that we had go out the window because we're thinking about that new purse, we're thinking about those new shoes before we even get the extra income. So you have to treat it like it doesn't exist. If I never got this money, what would I be doing? Would I be buying the new shoes? Would I be buying the new bag if I never got this extra income? You have to treat it like it doesn't exist. Sometimes we have to play mind games with ourselves because we lack discipline a lot of times. It's hard to be disciplined. You work hard, you want to treat yourself, you want the finer things in life, but if you have goals, you have to get serious and you have to get this. All I can say is don't talk about it, be about it. If you really want to reach these goals that you have set for yourself in 2024, you got to be about it. Figure out your big financial goals. I don't care if it's 5 to 10 years from now. Where do you see yourself financially? Do you want to be a millionaire? Do you want to make 6 figures annually? Do you want to have 6 figures in savings? Do you want to invest in the stock market? Do you want to purchase a home? What are your financial goals? Do you want to invest into your 401k, Roth IRA? What does your 5 to 10 year financial goals look like? Or what does your financial goals tomorrow look like? You have to know those in order to figure out how you're going to set up your 2024 financial goals, because your goals today should align with your 5 to 10 year plan. It should be setting you up to accomplish those big goals. Right now, we're taking baby steps. We're setting small goals to get to our bigger goals. What a small goal looks like is going to depend on what your big goal looks like. If I want to be a millionaire, do I have the work ethic of a millionaire? If I don't currently have that work ethic, then I need to obtain the work ethic of a millionaire. If I don't got it in me, I don't need to be a millionaire. That doesn't need to be my goal because I'm just setting unrealistic goals at this point and I have no action behind that goal. If I want to make 6 figures annually, I need to look at my current career. Does it align with me potentially making 6 figures annually? If not, then I need to readjust, reevaluate, go get some certificates, go get some extra training, change careers in order to get to that 6 figure annually goal. Your goals have to be realistic. You have to have a plan. The baby steps have to align with the bigger goal. Baby step would be, I want to make 6 figures annually, but my current position, I'm not aligned to get to that income. So what I need to do is potentially look at new careers where I can work my way up. Do I have potential to work my way up where I am? Do I need to look at a different career path altogether? Because this is my goal, but where I am right now is not aligning with that bigger goal. So baby step, go get a certificate. Baby step, go get a new career. Baby step, set realistic big goals and take the baby steps to get to those goals. If you're not willing to take the baby steps, that doesn't need to be your end goal. If you just want to make $70,000 a year, okay, what do I need to do to make $70,000 a year? Oh, well, right now I'm at $50,000, so I just need to get $20,000 more. How can I obtain $20,000 more in income? Can I go for a higher position in my current job? Can I ask for a raise? Over the course of time, is the raise going to align with me getting to $70,000 eventually? These are the questions that you have to ask yourself. Do I want to be debt free by 35? Okay, well, right now I'm 25. I have 10 years to be debt free. I need to figure out a 10-year plan, or even before, I need to figure out a 10-year plan to be debt free before I hit 35. And I have to do the steps necessary in order to get to that goal. Right now, I have $100,000 in debt. Okay, I have 10 years to pay it off. Do the math. What can I pay towards debt right now to get me to that goal? Well, right now I can only give 50. Okay, well, 50 now, but what can you give in 6 months? What can you give in a year from now? Work your way up to the bigger goal. You don't have to hit the big goal right now, but you have to work your way up. You have to get the baby steps. You have to get those small wins under your belt so it'll motivate you to get to the big goal. Lastly, this is going to hurt your feelings. Stop spending money you do not have. Stop the credit card. Stop the Klarna, the buy now, pay later. Stop doing that because it only puts you in a bind. You think, oh, I got this extra money, and then you remember, oh, I gotta pay this subscription, or I gotta pay this bill. Oh, I forgot I purchased this. Oh, I'm gonna purchase it now, put it on credit and pay it off in a month, and don't pay it off. It ends up just stacking up and racking up interest. Stop putting yourself in those positions. We gotta learn discipline when it comes to buying things that we want but really don't need at that time. If you want something, you're going to save up to go and buy it. You're going to be patient. You're going to be disciplined. And if you really want it, by the time you save up, you're still going to want it. If you don't want it after you saved up the money, that means you really didn't need it. You really didn't want it. It was a spur of the moment purchase that you were about to make. And now that you've had to save the money, it's took patience and time. You don't want to spend your hard-earned money on it. That's how you know whether you really want something or it's just a spur of the moment type of thing. So in order to reach your financial goals in 2024, you're going to have to be disciplined. It's going to take baby steps. Don't try to go at it all at once. You're going to be overwhelmed. Don't go too hard on yourself. Take your time. The end goal is still going to be the end goal, but you want to reach it sufficiently. You don't want to stop mid-game because you ran out of stamina, you know? So take your time at it. Be realistic with yourself. Stop watching these videos that you can increase your income $10,000 a day. In a realistic world, no. Don't sell yourself short. Don't be discouraged. You know, don't be discouraged on this journey because the internet will have you feeling like you're behind, will have you feeling like you're not doing enough, will have you feeling like those baby steps are worthless. Don't allow society and what goes on around you to knock you off your path. Your journey is going to be your journey. Stick to it. And I've done it. I paid off debt. I purchased a house by being disciplined, by taking my time. It was not overnight at all. There were times where I was so miserable because I forgot to live in the midst of trying to reach my financial goals because I wasn't taking my time. I was just trying to get it fast because I was watching Dave Ramsey and I was watching all of these, you know, two-income households who were making 2 times the income that I was making at the time. And I was really cutting myself thin trying to keep up with what they did. You have to figure out a plan for yourself. And once you do that, you'll be able to accomplish these goals. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you tell a friend, a family member, share it with a loved one. And if you want to see more videos on financial topics, make sure to comment, let me know down below, and subscribe. I will see you guys in another video. Bye guys.